All right, everybody, welcome back to One Thing for Certain. As usual, I'm LA.
I'm Hollis.
So let me start out real quickly by giving a shout out, as usual, to a new subscriber, Ashley Bean 32. Again, man, these names start to get simpler, so easy to pronounce.
Make more sense.
That normally helps. So, so like I said, she's a new subscriber. Secondly, let me apologize. We were just talking about this. We've had a lot going on, so we haven't posted a lot of videos lately. And I'm gonna tell you, some of y'all really be on us about that. I be getting text messages and no videos this week, and I'm like, okay, got it. So yeah, we can promise you we're gonna get back to the videos. So how's everything been, man? You good?
Good, man. Great. Had family in town this weekend. Had a great time. So doing well. How things your way?
I'm good, man. It's funny you asked me about my tattoo, right? And I'm gonna keep it hid. I don't want nobody on the video to see it. So it's funny when I went and picked it out. You know how I don't know if you ever had one before. You get there and you tell them what you want and everything. So the girl was like, "Really?" She's like, "That's interesting." So I told her the story behind why I wanted what I wanted, and her mouth dropped open.
Okay.
She was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah." So this other girl came from out the back. She was like, they started talking about it. She's like, so I explained to him, this is why I'm getting this tattoo. Man, she said, that's either the most romantic thing I ever heard or the craziest.
So now you got me wondering what it is.
In due time, brother. So listen, the night's question, we coming back with a banger. Because we've been out for a minute. But listen, we got a subscriber who just caught her boyfriend for the third time. She found some text messages and photos in his phone. And she said this is the third time she has caught him. Right? So she messaged and wanted to know what's the threshold for catching your significant other cheating. Yeah, let me tell you. That's a good question.
That's a great question.
And it's not as cut and dry. Let's just establish that right now. It is not as cut and dry as you think it is. So Hollis, I'm gonna let you start with that. Let you start.
I'm gonna be less extreme today. Like you said, it's not as cut and dry. I believe that. First thing I'm gonna say is 3 strikes, you out for sure. So one time, I'm gonna say do some research. What's going on? It depends on how strong the relationship is. There's a lot of factors that go into it. One time,
I got you.
Why it happened? Are you in a rough place? What's going on? Life happens. Sometimes that pushes people in different directions. That's not to justify it, but it depends on how serious you guys are and what you're trying to build, what you have established. Have you been together for 10, 15 years? Have you been together for 6 months, a year?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors that go into it. But 3 times, you out.
Well, I figured that question might come up.
Okay.
So I messaged her back and I asked her, and she said they've been together for almost a year.
Oh, a year? So every 4 months,
he's pretty much every 4 months he decides he wants to. Well, that she know of. Because you got to keep in mind here, if you catch your significant other cheating, that doesn't mean that's how many times they cheated.
Facts.
That just means that's how many times you've actually caught them.
Facts.
So. And we talked about this before we started recording. It's not, you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, one and done." That's pride talking. Okay? It's not that simple. I can't count how many times I've heard somebody say one and done. Right? And then fast forward and that person catches their significant other and they still together. And I'm thinking, what happened to one and done?
Well, in this situation, I would say they've been together a year.
A year.
So that means she called him 3 times in a year.
Exactly.
So the first time was less than a year. So maybe it was 6 months ago. Maybe it was 3 months ago. Maybe this all happened in a matter of a month. I don't know.
Yeah.
But one time in a year, come on. That's you don't have a history.
Well, yeah, it's like you said. It's
be out.
Like we just said. That's how many times that you know of.
Mm-hmm. I don't even like playing the unknown game. Just hard facts. 3 times. Okay, time 1, were they together 3 months? 6 months. Yeah. I mean, at that point, they're so early in their relationship. that person already showing you who they are.
Yeah,
It's
no,
time to move on.
now I should have said, I should have asked and said, okay, well, when was the first time?
That's irrelevant. Because now, if it was 3 times in the span of 15 years, that's a different conversation.
Well, the reason I think it's relevant is because if it's been less than a year, okay, when was the first time? Because if you're telling me the first week you called it,
Yeah.
we shouldn't even be having this conversation. Right
Even
now.
if it's in the first year, you shouldn't be having this conversation. So if it was 1 time in the first year, 2 times, I mean, at some point it doesn't really matter. It's just it's so new. It's better to cut ties. Cut ties, walk away. You're not
Well, I got a feeling that
invested as much.
my thought is she's not going to cut ties. Let me tell you why. 99% of the time, when you ask, "What should I do?"
You're on the fence about not
You're
sure.
on the fence about
Yeah.
not doing it. Let me tell you something. And you wanted my advice? I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna just say this. This is my advice. Hollis might say something different. This is my. Let me tell you, love's a powerful thing. Okay, you know what you need to do, but something tells me you love this guy, which is why you want to know what you should do. But if you gotta ask like that, and first of all, if you gotta be in a relationship where you gotta be going through somebody's phone, it ain't healthy anyway.
Not at all.
So, and now the third time you told me that you caught him because you went in his phone. I don't know how you caught him the other 2 times. Hell, you might have rolled up on him while he was with the girl or something. I don't know. But the third time you know, because if I'm in a relationship and I gotta be wondering who you texting, who you calling, you know, that ain't healthy anyway.
Not at all.
So let's say for the sake of argument, you forgive this guy for the third time, right? Y'all sitting there watching TV and all of a sudden he gets a beep or alert on his phone. What's the first thing going through your mind? Think about it.
Facts.
Come on. I'm not a genius when it comes to this whole relationship thing, but I can tell you right now, that's a no-brainer. Your first thing gonna pop in your mind is like, who is he texting? Where's that text coming from? Because I done called him before.
That's right.
You really want to go through your relationship like that? Because that's what you're dealing with. So think about that. Now again, these people with the whole one and done, stop with that. It ain't a one and done. Relationships are tricky because you can say something about somebody. Oh, I'm done with this person. I'm done with this person. Yeah, that's what your mind says. Your heart says something else. Am I right?
You use the word love. That she loves this person. I'm gonna say take that word off the table.
You don't think she loves him? She done caught the man 3 times and she asked him.
That's not love.
I'm curious to know what you would call that.
I would say obsession, infatuated. You know, there are other words that are similar to love. That's not love. Love doesn't keep you in that kind of situation.
Well, Al Green said it does.
You see what happened to him too. Some hot grits in the face.
Hey, what Al Green said, love can make you stay out all night. Love can make you come home early.
That's not love. That could be lust.
Hey.
That could be pride. There's a lot of things that mimic love.
Listen to Al Green, brother.
Hey, I just say that's not
seriously,
love.
it's. I think if you at the point where you having to ask, because again, all we can do is give you our opinion. Now, in my opinion, I think you should bounce up out of there.
Peace.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not you do it, I can promise you, though, I'm gonna reach out to you in a couple of weeks and ask you, hey, what did you decide to do?
And that's why I say it's not love, because she may be thinking it's love, but that's not love. Love is not gonna. To me, just me. I think love is a spiritual thing. Yeah. Love is not something that's going to keep you in that kind of situation. That's not love.
Well, she might love him, but he clearly don't love her. Now, I don't know if she loves him or not. I ain't asked her. I would imagine they've been together a year. It's probably some emotions there, obviously. But like you said, that's 3 times. You don't even know how many times he's actually cheated. He could have been cheating a whole year. Do you really even know?
You don't know. Does it matter? You got evidence.
Yeah, you're right. It don't even matter. You got evidence that he cheated on you 3 times.
Three.
This is the 3rd time. Luther Vandross used to have a song that said, the first time it was a mistake. 2nd time was a bad decision. 3rd time won't be one. That's what you need. That's how you need to justify what you're doing. You know? So, and I don't even know what excuses he's giving you. I don't even know if she's confronted him already about the phone.
She probably has. Well, if she hasn't, her actions probably have. there's something going on. Because to see that and know it's the third time, there's some emotion wrapped around that. Leave. Not even the reason why it really doesn't matter. Leave, because 3 times you're obviously not in a healthy space emotionally yourself to question whether you should stay or not. I would say leave.
I ended a relationship because of cheating, and it was once. Now, when I think back on it, was it a rush decision? I don't think so. But I remember, I just remember saying, you know what, I'm done. That's it. So, in that case, it wasn't one and done. I'm not saying that it would be like that every time, but you're right. If you want to have it, some people don't want to have that conversation. Some people are like, yeah, I'm done. Some people say I'm done, but then they need time to cool down and be like, okay, why did she cheat or why did he cheat? There's got to be the first thing people want to know is why did that significant other cheat? Why did they do it?
Within a year, I would say I wouldn't even wonder. I don't care why.
You wouldn't wonder?
Nah, not in a year. Now, if we've been together 5, 10 years, extended,
you got some time on you.
You got some time. You've been around each other so much. Maybe things are in a rut. Maybe you just something needs to be different in your life. You're going through different phases of life. Within a year, I'm sorry. If you're already violating to that extent, you need to be gone.
I'm gonna ask you a crazy question. Have you ever heard somebody tell you they cheated on you emotionally?
I've never heard someone say that to me, but I've
heard that.
I've heard that.
I've been told that, and I was like, "What do you mean you cheated on me emotionally?"
That's heavy.
I was like, so I asked her, what did she mean by that? And she said, the reason I'm saying I cheated on you emotionally is because I confided in him about all this stuff. And I'm like, but after a while, I'm like, wow. And it's crazy this may sound, it was almost as bad as she physically cheating on me.
Absolutely.
Because I felt like, okay, all this stuff you telling me, you could have talked to me about that.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way as if she physically had cheated on me.
Did you end the relationship?
No. We talked about it. Like, it was no situation. Because if you got 2 mature people, you should be able to sit down and discuss it.
And then what?
Well, you work it out from there, depending on what you discuss.
Well,
you might
maturity.
You might have the conversation and be like, okay, you know what, we're done. We talked about it. Okay, because you should be able to say, all right, tell me why you did it.
Yeah.
Now, maturity is listening to what they have to say,
mm-hmm.
and then like thinking, okay, well, that's a bullshit reason.
Absolutely.
And then like, no, I'm out of here.
Maturity brings you to the table.
Exactly. Maturity brings you to the table. Now, hear them out. Hear what they got to say.
That's
now,
right.
They might be a side of you say, okay, you know what? I understand
mm-hmm.
why you did what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the situation where I was told that she cheated on me emotionally, she had emotionally cheated on me. Once we sat down, it's okay, tell me, well, why did you do this? Why did you feel like you had to do this? And I listened to what she had to say. Now, you know what? I kind of see why you did it.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I understood why she said that she did it.
What was this? What was the reason?
Well, there was a point where I neglected her. I admitted I neglected her emotionally.
Okay.
Which is probably why some people cheat on somebody physically, because
Absolutely.
you're getting neglected physically.
Emotional leads to physical.
There you go. And so when we sat down and had that conversation,
mm-hmm.
and I said, okay, well, tell me why. Why'd you do it?
That makes sense.
And then when she said that, I said, you know what? I'm mad, but I love you enough to say I understand why you did this.
Makes sense.
But again, maturity brings you to the table.
It does.
I mean, it's easy to get mad and say, oh, I'm done with you. Yeah, okay, really? Because I've said that about people, and then 2 weeks later, I'm like, dang, I wish I could talk to that person.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm stubborn.
I can see that with you.
If I'm emotionally invested enough to say something,
yeah,
then I'm emotionally invested enough to stand behind what I said.
Yeah.
No matter whether it makes me uncomfortable, it hurts, or whatever, I'm gonna stick to what I said.
But at the end of the day, I agree. I mean, I still think we agree that maturity should bring you to the table.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, well, why did you do this? Oh, I'm curious. We know you did it, so why'd you do it?
That's right.
Again, nobody's saying you gotta like what they gotta say. They might, like I said, they might tell you, okay, this is why I did it. You're like, okay, well, That's crazy. I don't understand why you did it.
But I would say, don't say I emotionally cheated on you. Change your verbiage.
Yeah.
You can say I confided in someone, but take cheated out of the conversation.
That's how she said it. She said I emotionally cheated on you.
That's one of those triggering words where you hear cheat. Somebody cheated. You're like, oh,
Yeah, the cheating triggers a lot of emotions. Man.
It does.
And when she said it like that, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, all right. So again, that's our opinion. We both say walk away.
Walk away. Be done.
Because like I said, let's say tonight you watch this and you forgive me.
Don't.
When that phone rings, if that dude get a text message at midnight, what's the first thing you're gonna think?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be, damn, I done caught him 3 times. Do you really want to go through a relationship like that?
Long, lonely nights.
Exactly. Or if he's out with the guys, is he really out with the guys?
Yeah, that's just too much.
You want to be wondering what's going on?
Too much.
It's not healthy.
Not a year in. A year in, walk away. A year in, walk away. No kids. I'm assuming no kids. I'm assuming.
Because I didn't ask that either. But like I said, I'm gonna reach out to
Walk
her
away.
in a couple of weeks and I'm gonna ask them like, hey, so what'd you decide? Because remember, we get to ask that back because you seen the question, so we do get to ask questions back, and I want to know, what'd you decide?
I hope.
By the way, the chick, the young lady. Let's be politically correct here. The young lady that didn't want to pay bills, she did move in with the guy. She said she should pay bills.
So how's that going?
I guess it's going all right. She moved in with him, so hey. Yeah.
Okay.
She moved in with him.
He got a little bit. He has a little bit more spending money. Half the bills. Okay.
Yeah. She said she let her mom watch the video, and her mom was like, "Those guys are right." So thanks, Mom, for supporting us.
Salute to Mom. Mom Dukes.
Yeah, Mom said those guys are right. So again, that's our answer. Look, baby girl, walk away from this.
Run away quickly.
Like Hollis said, it's been a year. I mean, damn, already 3 times in a year, and who's to say when he even started? Again, that don't even matter, but it's been 3 times that you're telling us about.
That's
that
right.
You know about.
That's right. Walk away.
I mean, it could have been several other times that you don't know about. You just happen to catch him. So, just like you hear about them times when people get caught murdering somebody, they sitting in jail crying. They ain't crying because they killed somebody. They crying because they got caught.
That's right. And then they go to the house, dig in the backyard, and find 10 other bodies.
Yeah. So he might be sorry, but he ain't sorry because he cheating on you. He just sorry because you caught him.
Mm-hmm.
So again, there you go. So that's the answer. Hey, feel free to reach back out to me if you want some more advice about it. So at the end of the day, and we've noticed that anyway, that some of these couples, like, they will let the other significant other watch the videos of what we said. And I can speak from personal experience. Some of them don't like our advice. But again, we stand by what we say.
Bro.
It is what it is. I done had a couple of nasty Instagram messages. It's all good. It don't change what I think.
Not at all.
You the one doing wrong. So I'm good. All right, until next time, again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and peace.
Peace.